Bad news travels fast, good news sort of stays at home, and that's the situation with what the experience in America. It's not all been perfect in America, that's not surprising, and so the bad news come across, the good news stays there. We have to, I think, demonstrate that we can do this well, and indeed the government's helped by passing a lot of regulations that reflect learning and understanding from what happened in America. So I think regulations here are much tighter, and they're uniform, of course, over the whole of the country, as opposed to state by state in America. And they should, I believe, begin to build trust with communities. I believe that's happening, but more needs to be done.
Just reading a couple of comments on the web, and these are from members of Parliament. This is Barbara Keeley, the MP for Worsley and Eccles South. There is still a great deal we don't know about exploitation of shale gas, and there are valid concerns as to whether the exploratory drilling process is safe and environmentally sound. Now, if parliamentarians are not convinced, if they are not understanding the technology and the risks as they see them, there is a question mark surely about the industry's ability to explain and to defend itself.
So the industry here is really very new, and it's basically made of entrepreneurial companies, which we should support, not big companies. And the first big company involved was Centrica, a partner of my own company, and the second is Total. So we're beginning to build a critical mass, and I think every single person needs a good explanation of what's going on. We need to be very open, transparent about what's going on. There's nothing to hide, and I think some very good things which the rate of progress of technology has brought to us.
The Prime Minister's initiative today, which is essentially to give incentives to local authorities to say, look, you can get more out of this than you thought you might. Is that at the right level? Is it the right thing to do? Is it the right way to approach this whole initiative? And should communities be expecting a little more out of it?
Well, it's new and novel, I think, in the UK, where we tend to bring all the taxes home to the centre and then distribute them according to the wishes of the government, not actually to take a piece of taxation or a rent of some sort and give it back to a community. I think it's a very good idea. I think there are two reasons for it. One is there is disturbance. You know, when you drill wells, there's clearly disturbance, and someone should be paid for that disturbance. And I think the community should be compensated for that. And secondly, there should be an incentive, so they can share, they can see the benefit for the community as well as those who get jobs and who work in the industry. It's the community as a whole.